Hi, my name is Bibek Adhikari. I am an English instructor. In today's class, we are going to solve the grammar and writing portion of Unit 4, that is, a brave woman. So, let's begin. Right, then we are now going to start the grammar and the writing portion of Unit 4. So, two things to be taken care of. First, grammar and writing. So, we'll be doing two things today, right? And under grammar section, we shall be looking at spellings and punctuations. And in the writing section, we'll learn how to write about, it's more like writing about people. Okay, so let's begin. First question we have is called look and match. Let's look at the first picture. In the first picture, the swan is falling down from the cliff or from this rock. Second picture, this man is trying to help the swan, right? And in the last picture, the man is aiming at the swan. So, okay, let's try to match. So let's look at the first sentence. It says he helped the swan, and that picture is similar to the second picture. I mean, in the second picture, the man is actually helping the swan. So we have to match first sentence with the second picture. Let's look at the second sentence. He shot the swan. That matches with the third picture, right? And the last one, the swan fell down, and the act of falling down matches with this one. So that's how we match the sentences with their pictures. Now let's move on to the grammar portion. Okay, let's look at the first picture. So there's a boy who's playing basketball, and now you've got to correct the spelling. Look at the spelling, it's all jumbled and it's wrong. Let's try to correct it. So how do we spell basketball? It begins with B, then we have A, S, K, E, T for basket. Now that's the spelling of a basket, and basket is something where you put something. I mean, it's like an empty container, right? So after basket, we are going to write ball. So yeah, that's the spelling, basketball. Look at the second picture. The girl is playing badminton. And how do you spell badminton? You simply write B-A-D, bad, and we go with min, followed by done. So that's the spelling, right? Let's look at the third one. They're playing volleyball. So volley, that's the spelling of volley. Now we need to write ball. Now it's volleyball. Third picture, the boys are playing football. Okay, what's the spelling of football? Begins with F. We need to O followed by T for foot. Now after foot comes the word ball, so it's football. By the way, these are all different kinds of outdoor activities or sports. So these are sporting activities. The boys playing a basketball, the girls playing badminton, boys and girls are playing volleyball, and the boys again playing football. Alright, so yeah, we corrected the wrong spellings. Let's learn how to punctuate. Let's first look at an example. Pasang Lamu Sherpa was born in 2017 BS in Solukhumbu district. Her father's name is Furba Kitar Sherpa. Her mother's name is Angdaki Sherpa. So you see the first letters. So these are all first letters. The first letters of the names of the persons and places are in capital. So Solukhumbu is a place's name, and the first letter of that word is in capital. The first letter of a sentence is also capital. For example, her. So H is capitalized here. Her mother, again, H is capitalized here. So we have capital letters. See, so these are all first words of names. So we are talking about first words of the names of the persons or the first letters of names of the places and first letter of a sentence that's kept in capital. Also, you should know when to use full stop, apostrophe, and capital letters. Okay, when do we generally use full stops, or the Americans call it period? So when do we normally use period? We normally use period at the end of the sentence. For example, we can write, I love cats. And when the sentence is complete, we have to put the full stop. So that denotes that this sentence is now complete, and so it shows that it is complete. So full stops a period so that the sentence is in fact complete. Let me give you another example. I can say, he likes to play. And if the thought is complete, I can just put a full stop or a period here, and that shows that the sentence or the thought is complete. So that's how full stops are used. Now, apostrophe. When is an apostrophe used? An apostrophe is used when we're talking about, in a sense, we are talking about someone's. We are trying to show relation. For example, if I write, her father's name is Ram, then the apostrophe here tries to show the relationship between her and father's name. So it's her father's name is Ram. Or we can write, her cat's name is Kyo. So that can be another example. Now let's talk about capitalization. When do we generally capitalize the words? We do that if it's first names of persons or first names of places, or let's say if it's first letter of a sentence. For example, if I write, I was born in Butwal. Now, Butwal is the name of the place, so I have to capitalize the B, the beginning letter of the word. Or if I write instead of I, if I write Ramesh was born in Butwal, then I have to capitalize the letter R because it is the first letter of. First, instead of names, it's more like first letter, first letter of persons and places. So if I write Ramesh, I have to capitalize R because it is the first letter of the name of the person. Also, the beginning letter of a sentence is capitalized. So this is the first letter of a sentence, so it's capitalized. Now let's go back and try punctuating a paragraph that's given in the book. All right, we're now here. So let's look at this one. My, the M should be capitalized since it is the beginning letter of a sentence. My name is Astha Joshi. Astha Joshi, so A should be capitalized and J should be capitalized. There should be a full stop here. I should be capitalized because it's the beginning letter of a new sentence. I was born in Makwanpur. Again, name of the place, so capital M, full stop here, new sentence. My father's, we need an apostrophe here. Name is Surendra Joshi, and you need a full stop. M should be capitalized. My mother's name is Namrata Joshi. So that's how you will correct the paragraph. Right, my name is Astha Joshi. I was born in Makwanpur. My father's name is Surendra Joshi. My mother's name is Namrata Joshi. Alright, so go ahead and capitalize the paragraph. And after that, we're going to the writing section. Okay, let's look at the writing section. It says read and write. Rabindra, 1964, Sunday Circuit. So this is Rabindra, the handsome man. So we can write Rabindra was born in 1964. He was born on Sunday and he was born in Surkhet. So little grammar help is required, I guess. If it is the year, we will use in some year. If it is the day, we are going to use on. If it's place's name, we'll use in. Okay, so let's try. Rosie was born in 1974. Rosie was born on Monday. Rosie was born in Pokhara. Let's try with these two more questions. Kamal was born in 1973. Kamal was born on Friday. Kamal was born in Kathmandu. Now let's look at Sanju's profile. Sanju was born in 1999. Sanju was born on Saturday. Sanju was born in Ilam. Once again, let's revise. If it's year, we're going to use in year. If it's day, we are going to use on day. If it's place's name, we are going to use in some place. For example, I can give you my own example. In 2001, on Monday in Patan. So I can say I was born in 2001 on Monday in Patan. And now it's time for me to give you some homework. Okay, let's go to the homework section. It's called Fun with Writing. Let's look at the paragraph. Read about Pasang Lamu Sherpa once again. Now write a similar paragraph about your sister. So you can write, my sister's name is, write your sister's name there. She is a, so what is she? Maybe a student. She is probably 5 years old, 7 years old. She lives at some place at Sifal, at Naya Baneswar. When we use at, we are talking about a small place. But if we use in, we are talking about a bigger place. So, for example, I live in Kathmandu, but I live at Sifal. See, so your homework is extend or elaborate this paragraph. All right, that's your homework. You've got to elaborate this paragraph. With this, we've come to end of today's class. If you have any questions or suggestions regarding these video series, feel free to write us at learning@deerwalk.edu.np. Thanks.